watching my ex thrive, it's a beautiful thing, but it's really triggering for me because I walked away with literally having to start over after 12 years of starting over, of wondering if I'm gonna be able to keep a roof over my head with my boys and not being able to just go out and play in our backyard like we used to, and wondering if I'm going to be able to.
Men who have experienced a breakup or divorce should channel their energy into pursuing meaningful success. Let your achievements stem from personal growth and self-empowerment, not from the desire to provoke a reaction. True fulfillment lies in thriving for yourself. If it inspires reflection in others, let that be a quiet testament to your resilience.
Fair, like, why the f do I have to go through this? And he's just fine. Like, that's not f***ing fair. He used to go about his life, have his home, have his cars, have his financial stability, and I'm over here struggling.
She expected to leave him struggling after taking half his savings, but instead, he flourished without her. Now, her envy and bitterness only magnify the success he built on his own terms.
So there's a few things that I don't do as a married woman. Number one, I do not cook for my husband. I only cook for my children. My husband will be making his own breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Number two, I do not help him pay any bills. So if he is short on the rent, on utilities, or anything like that, it is not my problem. I will not be helping him out. His job is to provide for his family, so I am not financially contributing to any of the bills. Number three, I do not do his laundry. I have my own laundry and my children's laundry to do, so he could do his own. I won't help him put it away. I won't help him fold anything. That's his responsibility. Number four, he is responsible for replacing any of his essentials like soap, shampoo, anything like that. He needs to go buy it himself. Even if I'm at the store, I will not be replacing it for him. If he needs new underwear, new socks, or anything like that, that's for him to do. I'm not going to do it for him. I'm not going to enable a perfectly grown-ass adult, because then they get used to that shit, so no.
He needs to get another woman.
I've been crying all morning long. My husband told me that I needed to pack my stuff and get the fuck out the house. So I have my bag and I'm about to start packing. I literally have nowhere to go. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Everybody in the comments was right. He does deserve somebody better. And I hope and pray that he finds someone better. I didn't know that me making that video was gonna, upset him so much. And it made him realize what kind of piece of shit woman I really am. I just don't know. I don't know what to do. And this should be a wake-up call for women that are like me. Please make sure you bow down to your man. Please make sure you cook for him. Make sure that you do his laundry or anything like that, because he could kick you out any time of the day. So please make sure that you cater to your man, okay? Fucking suckers.
He finally came to his senses.
She want me to stop at Chick-fil-A so she can use the bathroom. I say, well, we can go, cause we late and I gotta get some gas. You can go, I'm going to a new gas station, you can go use their restroom. She throws a fit because I won't make a extra stop so she can go use whatever bathroom she wants to use. Forget that you making me late. Forget that I gotta get gas and I can say we can do one stop. No, she made that a big issue. And guess what the women did? That's your lady. You supposed to stop and do, you supposed to take her to a nice, pretty bathroom. I said, oh, so these women narcissistic. If you think that somebody is the stronger person, since you look at me as a man, because these women are not looking at me as a woman, because the way I carry myself, the way I speak, my assertiveness, these women look at me as a man. So they treat me like one.
Right.
So In their mind, I was supposed to bend over backwards and take her to a special a special place to use the bathroom. To hell with me making a logical decision to do a one-stop shop so we can get on the road. I was the villain then. You're a narcissist. You're a narcissist. Why didn't you take your girlfriend to go use that bathroom? Wow. I say, so this is what they dealing with?
Yes.
This?
Yes.
That's why lesbian relationships don't last. Well, it is why.
Gonna get clipped.
It is why. It is why. Because about 75% of divorces are initiated by women. And the simplest explanation for that is that on average, the most unhappy person in the relationship is going to be the woman. Well, why? Well, because on average, she has higher levels of negative emotion. That doesn't necessarily mean that negative emotion doesn't reflect problems in the relationship.
Yeah.
But she's going to be more sensitive to that. Well, so if you put two women together, well, what do you think happens?
Modern women often initiate the divorce, but then get upset when the man moves on and finds someone better.
A woman that regret leaving her man, social media and these other single women try to trick women that's in good, healthy relationships out of their spot. A lot of times they always tell them how fun it is to be single, to be free, to be able to talk, to experience, deal with all these different guys, not talking about the downside of these very things. When you're with one man that's a good man who's good to you and good for you, that's a healthy relationship. He knows you and all your flaws. You know him and all his flaws. You're not dealing with the bullshit or the outside noise. But so the grass, a lot of times to other people, look greener on the other side, when it's not really is. The grass is greener wherever you water it. So if you're taking care of your person and your person is taking care of you, stay in your relationship and flourish together, build that strong foundation, and just keep growing. Because I'm here to tell you, I'm married and I already know there's nothing out there for me. It's just the streets, and I'm good on all that.
Other women encourage you to leave your relationship, secretly hoping you'll end up just as sad and single as they are.
He knew what it was up front.
Right.
He ended up going broke. I have expectations. When you don't meet my expectations, I move the hell on.
You left your husband because he went through a little financial struggle.
Damn! And did.
At any point in time, did you feel that love should have kept you there?
I feel like he didn't love me because if he did, he wouldn't have went through a financial struggle.
Stop it. Get some help.
Gentlemen, be wise in choosing your wives.
Women are the ones who initiate divorce the most, but they're also the ones that are hit the most financially. This is another thing I found fascinating, right? Women's household income falls by 41%. Wow. Right?
Average,
Following a divorce or separation. So does that mean we just shouldn't get divorced until after 50? Like, are we just safer if we wait till then?
You chose divorce, wrecked your finances, and now your advice is just wait until you hit 50. That's not wisdom. That's deflection.
I'm a single mom of a 2.5-year-old. I've been split up from my ex for about 10 months now. I still get hit hard sometimes with the grief and the loneliness of it all. Like, I took him to the park and we were playing alone for a long time, and he was saying cute things, funny things, and I was texting my mom and my sister and, telling them what he said, and then another family comes and it's a mom, a dad, and a son his age, and they're all three playing together, and the kid says something funny and they both laugh and look at each other and talk about it, and I literally had to leave the park because I started sobbing because I grieve that life so hard. You can have all the support in the world, you can have the best parents, the best family, but nothing replaces that relationship you have with a spouse. Mommy. And your kid. And sometimes it just feels so overwhelming that it still feels so heavy. And that the guilt still eats away at me, even though I know it was the right decision. Just the guilt that I can't give my son, like, that life.
There are no phones connected. Connect a phone and try again.
It feels really heavy and really overwhelming still. And sometimes I just feel really tired. This is all to say, if you're doing this too, you're not alone. Like, it freaking sucks. I don't know when it's supposed to get easier. I don't know if it ever will. I don't know if this is just the pain I feel forever. But if it is, I feel it with you.
Funny how the tears come after the damage is already done. That energy would have meant something back when there was still something worth saving.
Situations where women are just, I've had a cousin who's been married 3 times but told me to leave mine plenty of times for small things, but she's on her 3rd marriage and 3rd baby daddy. So it's just like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you're a woman, definitely.
If your friend always has something negative to say about your man, maybe it's not really about him. Maybe it's about her.
Life after divorce. As a woman, I would honestly sit here and say, as much as I've made the decision and the choice to divorce my husband then, I also regret it. I don't regret it because I still loved him, but I regret it because I feel like I denied my children the right and the opportunity to have what people call a normal family. Now today I'm sitting with kids who are in the statistic of divorce. So as much as I've divorced, I would never ever advise anybody to go through
Now she's crying because her kid misses a 2-parent home. Maybe she should have considered that before treating the marriage like something she could easily return.
If you don't know, I left my husband a year ago, and I've been wanting to come on here and give a life update of a year from now and what my life looks like. And I've been hoping that I would be able to come on here and tell you guys that life is just great. But it's not. It's still really hard. I wanted to have my more together. I know that this isn't the truth, but I just feel like I'm failing so much as a mom. I know that that's not the truth, you know? But life is so f***ing hard. I just got to spend 11.5 hours with my baby, and it was just the most sweetest time. I hate that I feel this way, but I miss my mom so much. I miss my baby. Life is not where I want it to be a year later.
Single moms have it the freaking worst. When it comes to taking care of your kid and making sure they good, you are the first point of contact. Everything relies on you. If you get upset, oh, don't be so upset at your kids. Why? Everybody want to come at your throat about how you treat your kids when you upset, but you got to deal with everything. You have to be the person that they have to rely on when they mess up.
Ma'am, you're upset that your kids rely on you. What did you think motherhood was? Optional parenting.
Just thought today for a split second, and I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, what the is wrong with you? I thought, I should have just stayed. I should have stayed. It wasn't that bad. Like, you made it 23 years. You made 26 years total. Your kids are like college and one's almost out of high school. Like, you made it. You made it. Like, it didn't matter at this point. They can do their own separate life and all that. You made it to the point where you guys were making so much money and you had big houses and you could do whatever you want and you can relax. And I literally just called my friend and I was like freaking out because like I'm the biggest person that keeps me back. Like I'm terrified. I don't have 401k. My counsel did not have my back. I was so traumatized when I got out and then terrorized for the next year that I couldn't even think straight to help the people that wanted to help me, and the people I entrusted to help me didn't help me. And there's just timelines that you can't stop, and so it is what it is. And you know, I'm 47 years old. It's not like I'm 25. I'm healthy, kinda. I have an autoimmune disease, which means it's life-threatening for the rest of my life. You know, things can change, but it's not like I'm an invalid and can't do anything for myself. But it is terrifying. Like, I could have stayed. I'm so mad that I think this way. I could have stayed. My life would have been so much easier. I could have just gone and done whatever I wanted.
So it's not him you're sad about losing. It's the lifestyle. That says a lot more about you than you realize.